Hello there! Thanks for visiting my channel. In today's video, we will talk about Article 1 of 1987 Philippine Constitution, National Territory. National territory is a portion of a surface that belongs to a particular country and on which a state exercises sovereignty. It is important to specify our national territory because first, it details the boundaries and borders of the country. Second, it emphasizes that this specific surface is owned by the Philippines. Lastly, it expressly states that the Philippines has the exclusive rights over minerals and resources beneath the waters and soil. National territory comprises the Philippine Archipelago and all other territories over which the Philippines has sovereignty or jurisdiction. As stated in the Constitution, all the islands and waters within the boundaries of the Philippine territory form the Philippine Archipelago. This is in line with the archipelagic doctrine, which states that the group of islands bound by the waters is considered as a single unit, and all the waters connecting the islands will form part of the internal waters. Although the bounds and limits of our national territory were specifically written in the Constitution, it does not limit the country to acquire new territories in the future through the following modes of acquisition: cession, occupation, acquisition, conquest, and prescription. Cession is when one country formally gives the land or property to another. It may be a gift or a token of appreciation or for whatever reasons, as long as it is voluntarily given. Occupation is a state of being occupied by a military force of another country. Acquisition is when an additional piece or area formed gradually. This is what is happening in Japan right now. An island was formed due to a series of volcanic eruptions. This is near the island of Nishi-no-shima. As of now, this is considered as the newest island in the world. This is a photo of the island. It was just a small piece of land before, but as years go by, it continued growing up until today as we speak. Conquest is the old method of acquiring new territory, where another country invades the other, usually after war. Afterwards, the citizen of the conqueror country will assume the control over the conquered country. Prescription is related to occupation and refers to the acquisition of sovereignty by way of the actual exercise of sovereignty maintained for a reasonable period of time that is effected without objection from other states. National territory consists of terrestrial, fluvial, and aerial domains. Terrestrial domain or land territory is a landmass. It can be one whole island or group of islands bound by water. Philippines is composed of a group of islands or an archipelago. Fluvial domain or bodies of water, which is specified as the following: internal waters or waters around, between, and connecting the islands of the archipelago, regardless of their breadth and dimensions. Territorial sea is the belt of water 12 nautical miles outside and parallel to the coast and internal waters. Contiguous zone extends up to 12 nautical miles from the territorial sea. Although it is not part of the national territory, the state may exercise jurisdiction to prevent infringement of customs, fiscal, immigration, or sanitary laws. Exclusive economic zones extends 200 nautical miles from the baseline. Internal waters are commonly owned by all countries. I have added an additional info, guys, about PSSA or Particularly Sensitive Sea Area. Basically, PSSA is an area that needs special protection through action by International Maritime Organization or IMO because of its significance for recognized ecological or socio-economic or scientific reasons, in which may be vulnerable to damage by international maritime activities. You can see lists of areas that were declared as particularly sensitive sea area on www.imo.org. In the Philippines, Tubataha Reefs Natural Park in Cebu Sea is the only designated PSSA as of now. Because of this, it is now considered as area to be avoided, in which vessels are not allowed to pass through within the park's restrictive zones. Aerial domain is the airspace above the country's terrestrial and fluvial domain, excluding outer space. So, for example, Russia launched a satellite above the Philippines' outer space. My question is, did Russia enter in the territory of the Philippines? The answer is no, because outer space above the Philippine Archipelago is not part of the country's aerial domain. Aside from terrestrial, fluvial, and aerial domains, national territory also includes territorial sea, which I have already mentioned earlier, the seabed, subsoil, insular shelves, and other submarine areas. The seabed is the ocean floor. Subsoil is the layer immediately after the topsoil. Insular shelves is the submerged landmass surrounding an island extending up to the line of permanent immersion, and other submarine areas refers to those under the territorial sea. It can be a shoal, reef, or any form that is not mentioned above. These five were mentioned to accentuate that all the minerals and resources under the Philippine soil and under the Philippine waters belong to the Philippines. So that's it, guys. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you have any questions, clarifications, or reactions to the topic, or if there is a topic that you want us to discuss, please leave your comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to click the video and subscribe to this channel to get notified whenever we upload our latest video. Thanks, guys!